Hi YouTubers, once again, this is Sean with the second part of your guide for the Navi language. There'll be a lot more parts, but if you haven't seen the first part, it's best to start in chronological order, so do the first part first. Now for the second part, we'll be doing more pronunciation regarding Navi and very, very basic word structure because I haven't gotten it down at all. So I've only gotten down the basics. So on to pronunciation. In the first video, we saw that the vowels, the diphthongs, and the LL and RR sounds are all considered vowels, and each of them is one syllable. Now, from one of the comments, one of the comments has said that LL is actually a Y sound, which is like you, like y, in Spanish, which is where it's taken from to add into the Navi language. So it will, if you see a consonant like PLL, it will be pew instead of bl. So it's kind of hard, but we should get used to it since we're learning Navi. And the second part is that I finally gotten to how to pronounce Kaltxì, Kaltxì correctly. There's actually a sort of a voice sample by Dr. Pro from himself floating around the internet, and there's a lot of sounds. And there's one of him saying "Hello, how are you, Navi?" And he's said in another interview that if you see a TX, that's an ejective consonant, which means literally you eject air. However, it goes something like Kaltxì, Kaltxì, instead of I'll say it slower since people have been complaining that my microphone sucks. So instead of saying Kaltxì because X sounds like an S in the English language, you're supposed to say Kaltxì. And in Kaltxì, if you see the way it's written in the official websites, you can actually see a downward stroke hyphen. Like if this is the I, you see a downward stroke. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, it's a downward stroke. There's a hyphen. There's accent on the I downwards. That's supposed to mean it sounds like the I in the word sit, is as in sit down. So it's Kaltxì. So it's a very short ejective T sound. So that's how you pronounce. Any other consonant that is paired with an X, you will still use the same ejective. So PX will be pith, pith, pith. Anyway, what Dr. Paul Fromm said in one of his interviews with a CNN reporter was that if you want to do an X sound, hold your breath and try and say that consonant. So it's p, p, p. So it's ejective. So there's a lot of air coming out apparently. So that's all for the pronunciation. For sentence structure, I really haven't gotten it down. But from what I've learned, the word order does not matter. However, some prefixes and suffixes are added to your main noun so that you know that the rest of the adjectives and verbs are describing it instead of other nouns. So if you have long complex sentence structures, I'm afraid I haven't got that down yet. But for something simple, let's use hello, how are you as an example. Kaltxì is hello, and how are you could be said as, hold on, hello. Right, thank you. Sorry for that. That was a lag? All right. I've done too much of video to stop. Anyway, sorry for that. What we have here is how to say hello, how are you. Now, the words used in this sentence will be in the description section, and if you can't hear still, I'll try and put another video up. So the whole sentence is Kaltxì Ngaru lu from srak, which is slow. But if I say it quickly, I'll bring the mic closer to my mouth. It would be Kaltxì Ngaru from srak. In literally, if I said it word by word, it would just be Kaltxì Nia from srak. As you can see in the description section, Nia actually means you. So why add the extra ru to the back of the nia? That's because ru is a sort of it marks the main thing in the sentence as being described. Because fpom from srak prom actually means wellness and being, and srak, which is srak, is added behind a sentence to give a feel of a question in Navi. So if you said, if you just said Nialu from Srak, a Navi person would understand it, but to add Ru will make sure that it's actually you're describing that person. So literally it will mean you are well-being, correct? Or something like are you okay? But since how you, the closest thing we have is Niaru, which is you, plus that are you, which denotes that everything else in the sentence is describing that. Lu from Srak. Now if I remove the SRAK, Srak, it would not be a sentence anymore. So if I just say Kaltxì Niaru from, which it would mean that hello, you are at peace, which doesn't make sense if you are just greeting a person. So the Navi language isn't about the sentence structure, it's about what prefixes you're adding to each sentence. So that's the basics of sentence structure. Today we've only went through the RU suffix, and there's a lot more. There's DA, there's like infixes to put inside the verbs and all that, but I'm afraid we don't have, well, I'm afraid that's for like a video next time. Yeah, so yeah, if you can figure this out, the next video hopefully will be out soon as well. So yeah, go Navi. Yeah, this is a lot harder than you think it is. Bye.